Hey there guys, Luke here with the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you're all doing well. Today for this episode we are taking a look at the Thermarest NeoAir XTherm Sleeping Pad. This is very lightweight. It also has a very high R value and it's perfect for my climate just about all year long. It may not be perfect for everybody's though, and we'll touch upon that in just a moment. Go ahead and get comfortable, we'll take a look at it now. Now it should be mentioned that this is a part of my Ultralight Summer Kit. The first item that we showed was the Zpacks Arc Pack, which was very lightweight, very advanced materials. And now we're going to the sleeping pad. And like I said, this is the Thermarest NeoAir XTherm. And this is a very high functioning, very lightweight pad. It has a very high R value of 5.7. And as I mentioned, this may not be perfect for everybody all year round. If you're in a hot environment, you may not want a sleeping pad that has such a high R value. And that R value basically determines how much heat that comes from your body, hits the pad, and comes back to you. So an R value of 5.7 is very high. And for most people, this will be a winter sleeping pad. But like I said, for myself here in the mountains, we usually have nights in the summer about 50 degrees. So this will work perfectly to fight off that chill. As mentioned, this is very lightweight, very small in size. This is about the size of a Nalgene bottle, and it comes in at 15 ounces for the sleeping pad itself. With the storage sack and the repair kit, it's 15.4 ounces. So you're talking about less than 1 pound for a great pad. Not bad at all. Now, there are smaller, lighter sleeping pads out there, such as the Nemo Zor Sleeping Pad. This comes in about 10 ounces. This is also a short size, but it offers very little R value. And also, the durability of this isn't quite as high as this one right here. My decision to go with the Thermarest XTherm Sleeping Pad really was based on weight, durability, and that R value. I like being nice and warm and toasty, and like I said, in the mountains, I mean, even in the summertime, you can get cold here. So that's why I went with this model. I will go ahead here and pull it out of its stuff sack. We'll go ahead and inflate it. The stuff sack can be used to inflate the sleeping pad. As you can see, it's large, and here on the very bottom, you have the Thermarest logo. Behind that is a piece of plastic, let's see, that you can put over the nozzle and use this to inflate, which I'll show you how to do in just a moment. Here is the repair kit. Nice to have. Always keep this with you guys. Trust me, you don't want to develop a leak and be sinking all night long. It's awful. Here is the sleeping pad itself. Now with this pad, there is a top and there is a bottom. The bottom material is thicker, so it can handle a little bit more abuse. You can put it on maybe some sticks, some ice, whatever you're going to do. I would highly recommend for any sleeping pad that you have a barrier that protects your pad from the ground. Even if it's just lightweight plastic, you want to have a barrier. You want something to protect your pad. Here at the top is the nozzle to fill it up. And since this is an air mattress, it is not self-inflating. You do have to blow it up yourself. You can either do it by mouth, or you can use the stuff sack, and that's what I'm going to use for this. So we will go ahead, inflate this pad here, and we'll take the bottom of the stuff sack, that hole that I talked about, and we will put that over the nozzle. As you can see there, the plastic just goes over the nozzle, and you're able to blow it up. So when it comes time to inflate, you just fill the bag with air, and you just roll it in. You unroll it, fill the bag with air again, and repeat. In the summer, inflating your pad by mouth is just fine, but in the wintertime, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be pushing the moisture from your body, from your breath, into your pad, because that will hinder its ability to keep you warm. Basically, just think of your pad as full of ice, full of condensation, frozen condensation, and that's what you have. and that's why you don't want to blow into it. Alright, there we go. So here it is, guys, all inflated, ready to sleep on. This offers about 2.5 inches of comfort and separation from the ground, so you can definitely sleep on your side without your hip bones digging into the dirt. And for me, that is very, very important. On the inside of this pad, you have 4 layers of reflective material which bounces back your body heat. And at the same time, it also slows down the movement of air in the pad when you're laying on it. Because every time that you move around, that air, it of course, moves, right? The coldest air is closer to the ground. The hottest air is at the top. So when you move, all that stuff mixes up. And on the inside of this pad, Thermarest has developed a system that slows down that mixing of air so that when you turn over, you move, you roll, the air will still move, but not to the same degree as with other sleeping pads. Now, if you were to hop online and do a search for one of these, you will find that these sleeping pads run about $147 brand new. For a sleeping pad, yes, that's pretty darn expensive. You can definitely find lighter and less expensive models out there. But, as mentioned, this does have a very high R value. And it's one of the better rated sleeping pads out on the market today. Many consider this to be the best sleeping pad out there. To deflate it, very, very simple. Unscrew the nozzle, lay it down, roll it up, which I will do at the end of this video. Now, I have already begun testing this out. I did use this on my last backpacking trip on the Appalachian Trail in the snowstorm, and it performed very, very well. So my first impressions of this pad really are thumbs up. It's the perfect weight. It's the perfect size. You have a great R value with it. The con, of course, is the price. Like I said, that's pretty expensive, but not overly expensive. If you're looking at an air mattress such as this, you're looking to spend $100, $120 and up. So, I mean, this definitely isn't some extreme price, but $147 for a sleeping pad is fairly expensive. If you're going to go out and purchase one of these pads, you do need to pay attention to the details. There are 3 different sizes to choose from. There is a 66-inch version, a 77-inch version, and a medium 72-inch version. So basically a shorter, a medium size, and then a large one. The smaller size one is 14 ounces. The medium, which I have here, is 15 ounces. And the large one is 1 pound, 4 ounces. So my friends, if you have any questions, please feel free, drop me a line, let me know. I'm happy to assist. You might as well check out our Facebook page. Go ahead and like that. And while you're at it, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will definitely see you guys around. Strength and honor, my friends. Take care.